the talking never stops. It just gets recorded every so often.
Welcome to My God a Podcast. I'm Jim Wood. In this episode, John Powell and I review Georgia's 43-35 comeback win over Ole Miss. We talk about our experiences on Saturday and what stood out to us during the game. As always, remember to check out the newly redesigned mygodapodcast.com to see our latest merch. And you can follow us on social media at My God a Podcast. Finally, if you need help with your website or your online presence, head over to workingwebmedia.com/dogs. Now, let's join the conversation in progress.
Just like we predicted.
Just as we predicted.
Although I do feel somewhat vindicated because I did say like first to 30 did not end up panning out that way because I think Ole Miss was first to 30 if I remember correctly.
Correct. It's first to
Yeah,
40. First to 40.
it was first to 40. First to 40. Again, just as I predicted.
Which I think you even like tweeted that update like during the game. Like after the, or maybe it was after the game. You were like, just like I said, first to 40.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Man, for a minute there, I thought we were going to throw a 50 burger up.
yeah, I know. I know. We were close. Have you
When's the
seen
last
the
time that's happened?
Yeah, I know. Have you seen the commentary from Kirby where he was like basically saying like he wanted to go for it? And like the way like his mentality is to go for it there at the end, but basically the way the defense was playing, he felt like he trusted the defense.
Okay,
I thought that was interesting.
that is interesting.
Yeah, yeah, which I think lines up with the like what we've seen him do in other games. So I mean, I thought he was gonna go for it. I'm pretty sure I was yelling. I mean, you can confirm maybe. I'm pretty sure I was saying like kick it. I wanted him to kick it, so I was glad he did. Um, at any rate.
I don't exactly remember where they were on the field at that one, on that one.
I mean, in field goal range. Um, check how long. Let's see. Woodring had a 42-yard field goal, so that would be that's at the 25. So
Hmm.
we were on the 25, and it was like 4th and 2, I think.
I mean, yeah, you'd like us to get 2 yards there, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, all you got to do to get 2 yards is hand off to Josh McCray. That's what I'm saying,
right.
dude. That was one of the best 2-yard runs I've ever seen. The one
I
in
still,
the
I
fourth,
still
the
don't
fourth
under,
down.
yeah, the fourth down one. I still don't understand how he squeaked out because like you look at that play in the replay, and I haven't gone back to look at the all 22 yet.
Mhm.
Because if you go to the video that we were shared, it shows behind the goalpost, so you can see like
Mhm.
behind, but then it shows you the all 22. Um, so I'd really like to go back and take a look at that because I like it just defies physics the replays that I saw.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and Chris Fowler was like, "No, yes." Like,
Yes.
it's so
I
good.
haven't actually gone back to look at the whole replay.
Oh, you have to
Um,
you have to watch that play. It's hilarious because Fowler is like, "No," like he's been stuffed basically, and then he's like, "Yes." Like he changes, and like Herb Street's dying laughing. It was actually pretty funny.
I mean, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
man, I
Yes.
don't know if that was one of the plays. I can't remember because there was at one point I was so mad I went out and was like watching part of the game from the again like the breezeway. Like things
Yeah.
just pan out in the breezeway and then something didn't pan out or like I don't know. I got to a point where I was like, I'm gonna go sit back down.
You were
I
gone
just
for a while.
needed
I didn't
I
I
just
didn't know
needed a
exactly what
breather.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Uh,
needed a breather. I think it was after we ran into Coach and Shelby. Shout out Coach. Birthday Coach, by the way.
that's right. Happy birthday, coach.
Um, yeah. Um, yeah, I think after they left us, or and then I think you went back to the seats, but after they left, I kind of hung back because I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna hang out here for a little bit and see what happens.
I
See if we
think
can
it was
catch see
like
if we
beginning
can
of
catch
third.
fire here.
Yeah, it was like beginning of third quarter, right? Like it was after halftime, I think.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, because
Yeah.
Sophia had come by, so it actually worked out great because Sophia had stopped by to say hey, so she sat with us for a little while you were
Oh,
hanging out in
nice.
while you were hanging out in the breezeway.
That's right, because I ran into her on the way back in, on the way to my seat.
uh,
Um,
yeah, that's good. That's amazing. I think
yeah,
too that was where I
I
remember in 51-7 GATA walked over and said hey, and then you went and talked to him or something.
yeah,
Um,
dude, shout out 51 to 7, looking svelte.
yeah, man.
Man, he's lost a lot of weight. That's crazy. I'm
um,
super jealous. I need to learn the ways.
I think what he and I or what he said to me was like we just need one stop. You know, we need one stop on defense to win this game. And dang if we'd end up getting three by the end of it. So wild game. Absolutely wild game.
Yeah, 3 when it mattered,
Yeah. Yeah.
like literally at the end.
Have you seen the off the rails? Have you seen the movie Storks? Remember the movie Storks? I think I made this joke on Sunday.
I don't think so. I don't remember the joke if so.
Have you seen that movie? It's like an animated movie.
I feel like maybe, but hit me with it.
So there's this there's this like so it's Andy Samberg is the stork. Um
Okay.
and so there's this one and they like have like a baby
Oh,
and they're
yes,
like
I've seen this
area.
one.
Okay, and
Yeah.
so there's a
Yeah,
moment
yeah,
where
yeah.
like this other bird like finds his way into the elevator and he has this whole conversation with him about the football game the night before. And so he's like, "Catch the game last night? Too bad about that last quarter." And so my joke was that that's what Ole Miss fans were saying to each other the next day. So
That is an interesting reference, Joe.
dude, that we in our neighborhood, like a bunch of dads all took the kids to go see that movie when it was out like in the theater. So we all still quote it. Like that was all of our
Still cool
favorite.
with that.
We were all, it was our all everyone's favorite part of the movie, and so like to this day we still will always say that. Whenever there's a crazy game, you'll like see somebody in the neighborhood like catch the game last night and like do the whole thing from Storks.
Oh man,
Anyways,
off
sorry.
the rails.
While we're on the entertainments, I'm going to now make my joke that I forgot to make in the preview that I said I was going to write down, John. I
Okay.
mean, obviously, Georgia's going to beat Ole Miss when Ole Miss can't even beat South Georgia, led by quarterback Chad Powers.
Man, that show's so great.
It's so good. Are you current? Lily and I watched an episode. It's
I
we
think
were
I've still got some catching up to do, so
okay
don't
because
give me
there's
any
an episode that came
spoilers.
out. There's an episode that came out today, so I won't talk about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it comes out
I
today.
haven't I haven't seen the latest one, I don't think, but I think I'm like a quarter of the way in. But I did see the one where they were, I think isn't this the one that they go into Georgia?
I mean, I'm no spoilers, but I mean, all I can say is that there is an episode that Kim and Lily and I and my parents like we're all in. So because
Well,
they
I was
filmed
there too.
they the halftime scene. So, anyways,
Yeah. Yes. I'm
uh,
pretty sure they're on the way to this game.
yeah, they haven't released the episode where they if there's an episode where they play at Georgia, which I'm assuming there is based on the filming that happened at that game.
Yes.
That has not aired yet. I'm assuming that's what we're
Okay.
heading towards.
Got it.
Okay, sorry,
Crazy dude.
so off the
Crazy
rails.
dude. Yes, so off the rails.
But I
I do
mean,
like that show though.
oh, it's good. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I don't know, man. The game was off the rails, so that's okay for the episode to be the same.
The game was a little drunk. Um, I I continue to be baffled at our first half defensive performance. I mean, Ole Miss, I think they went the middle eight. They went after the middle eight because
Yeah,
that third and fourth quarter, or sorry, the second and third quarter, they were that's where they put on all of their points on us.
yeah. It was brutal. Let's see. They got a touchdown in the middle eight. They got two touchdowns in that middle eight. So they won the middle eight 14-3, and we still won the game. That's
Mm.
that's pretty crazy. I mean, it is as much as like as much as they did the first three quarters. I mean, seriously, that is like the too bad about the last quarter like, for for Ole Miss fans. I mean, 17-0 in the fourth quarter. Um, Absolutely crazy. I mean, they couldn't do anything in the fourth quarter. But and that's so I don't know, man. That's I'm in like such a weird space like with this team because like at the beginning of the game, it's like so frustrating. I mean, we granted we scored every time we had the ball, but it doesn't feel like that when you know when you kick a field goal and then they still just score and they're just I mean they scored a touchdown their first five possessions. So like you just don't have a good feeling about that. Um Watching it,
Not at all.
And so it's like what's going on? Like, are we just unprepared? Like, what, like, I don't get it. They're able to force us into a field goal, twice. We can't ever even get them to kick a field goal. Like, what is going on?
Well, it's not even that. It's like they were driving up and down the field on us. Like
Yeah.
every single one of their drives, and maybe this is like where we're at with this team is that we are really hard to score on. And granted, like, when you're playing teams like Ole Miss and Tennessee, like, they're going to get their points basically, but um, we make it really, really tough to score on. So, like, you look at Ole Miss, like, they're every single one of their drives, their first drive, 65 yards, 14 plays, 65 yards. Their second drive, 10 plays, 65 yards. The next one, 11 plays, 75 yards. Um,
Yeah.
and then they had the big pass, the 75-yard pass that I
Which
just
even that was just like
if
a missed tackle, you know?
yeah, you're like a missed tackle, but still 75 yards for that drive. Then it's 12 plays, 75 yards, and that's it. Like every single one of their drives was over or 65 yards or more. So like what do you say about that?
I mean, we're giving teams not great field position to start from is I guess where I would start. So like you got although here we weren't punting. So we can't say that we were like punting and pinning him back, but um
Exactly.
yeah. Yeah. But so I mean here they're all those drives are coming off a kickoff. I I will say on that note, they did have two of them that were a little shorter because of kickoff going out of bounds. That was kind of weird, but
Hmm. Yeah, but I don't know. I say all that to say like those were all their scoring drives. So it's definitely a weird place to be, but um, I mean we drove on the flip side of that coin. We had same thing. Like we had long drives. It's just a really this is if you're an offensive person, like you know, this was one of the this was one of the games to go to because there was a lot of offense.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
didn't we have like over 500 yards of total offense or something like that?
Sounds right. I know we had like 200 like 200 something rushing.
Yeah. When
Which
does
is
that
just
happen?
yeah. I mean, that was insane. That was insane. I mean, and that's one of those like, and I mean, it did pan out, but that's one of those. If I told you before the game we were gonna have 200 yards rushing, how would you feel?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Again, but then like we had over 230 yards rushing, and not a single player on our team was going to be over 100 yards.
Yeah, that is wild. That is wild.
What is going on?
Well, you got Gunner getting some of it, right? So
I mean, well, it was a little bit of everything. We
yeah,
had we had
that's
Cash
true.
Jones, Josh McCray, Dylan Bell, Gunnar Stockton, Chauncey, Nate. It was
It was
it was
everybody.
definitely a platoon.
So yeah, look at the total yards. We had 510. They had 351. How about this? I mean, it felt like they had more than 351.
It felt like they had a lot more than 350. Yeah, I agree. I would absolutely agree with that. They had a lot more than I was definitely a little surprised at that at their yardage there. But yeah, we had over 500 yards of offense. What, 43 points? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bobo, this was not a game if you're a Bobo hater to open your mouth
Mm-mm. Dude,
because you couldn't have asked for a better like this some of the the play designs and like getting Lawson Lucky wide open on some of those passes like welcome to the stat line Lawson Lucky where have you been all season long now?
yeah,
Which maybe that was the rope a dope we rope a dope them on Lawson Lucky. They never throw it to him.
the Lost and Lucky Long Con. There was half a
Yeah,
season.
they'll exactly. But
Every the design of every pass play touchdown was incredible. Like all of them. Like all of them had some sort of like motion or multiple receivers in the same area, like confusing the defenders. The first touchdown to Lucky actually reminded me a lot of one of the touchdowns Stetson to threw to McConkey in the national championship game against TCU. Like it just everybody got run off. Like it was like a faked a wide receiver screen to Zachariah Branch, and then you had like I think Humphreys and Lucky were like in the same area, and then Humphreys like ran a post, and then Lucky went out, and I mean just no one covered him. It was perfectly designed. Um, the other one like with like the tight end drag route across back his end zone, he was the only guy that even went out for a route. The one when he scored over by the bridge, that was amazing. And then also the one that Nate Frazier was incredible. Like everyone's getting confused by the motion, like the jet sweep motion, everything. They're all beautiful. I would definitely like recommend go and find some like somebody, Coach Hayes or somebody, and like watch their breakdowns of the plays because the design was beautiful. So yeah, I'm with you. Not a good day for the Bobo haters.
yeah, Dylan Bell had a nice pass completion down the sideline that
Yeah,
basically iced the game.
I'm still waiting for the
Um,
pass interference flag on that play. By the way,
no, seriously, there's a couple of those.
yeah.
Um, I mean, shoot, the touchdown pass that Lawson Lucky caught. I mean, the guy was like tackling him.
Oh, yeah,
Um,
yeah, the last one.
yeah, his third touchdown pass, which that's crazy, like three touchdown passes. I mean, Gunnar Stockton, heck of a performance. Which man, what a weekend to have a performance like that when your when your predecessor
Woo.
throws out lays an egg the night before.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I think the narratives have shifted a little bit. We'll just
Yeah, they have.
we'll just say that. Yeah. I don't know what the TV people are going to talk about during Miami games anymore. So,
I think that this team is getting more and more comfortable with Gunnar Stockton as its quarterback. Um, and it's very clear that people are starting to pay attention to him as a legit threat, a legit dual threat quarterback. Um, because his stat numbers are great, and then you throw out the rushing stats, and it's like even greater. He's
yeah.
consistently outperformed better rated or preseason better rated quarterbacks all season long. I think isn't he like number two in passer rating right now
I think so. I
against
forget which
against the
stat it was, but
power
yeah.
power four or something like that.
Yeah. 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 I mean, SEC offensive player of the week um this week. And we find out after the game like he was hurt. So,
Yes, I did get some of that from someone at the tailgate. Got some inside sources on that one. He's very banged up, which a lot of guys are at this point. But man, if he's banged up, like maybe like maybe that's a good thing because he balled out.
yeah. Yeah. I was going to say like good time for a bye week. Heal up a little bit.
Yeah, go get in those hot tubs, young men. Get
I,
some get some PT.
yeah. I feel like we have to talk about too though the fact that like we like the offensive line is getting healthier. We had both Green and Gaston back this game. So I don't know, John. I guess like what's your current relationship with Stacy Searles and the offensive line after this game?
Yeah, we were texting. I'm texting. We're not talking quite yet, but we're we're opening up the lines of communication because I agree that was. That was some good. That was some good stuff. Davin Bellamy was doing some of those breakdowns of the boys, just road grading out there. I think he was talking about like take one with you is his like thing. Like if you're
Mm.
going, take one with you.
Yeah.
And he was showing some road grading clearances by Juan Gaston and some of those guys. So yeah, it's great to see. I think Freeling went down, but I haven't seen any updates on where that stands. Um,
I haven't
but
either. I
but
thought
yeah,
he came back. I don't know. I could be wrong.
yeah. I'm sure we'll get to that for game week.
I say, yeah,
We're on a bye week, so
yeah,
we're taking the week off.
that's right.
Sort of.
Yeah, haven't didn't pay quite as much attention to Kirby's press conference.
Exactly.
Too funny.
The All Access I saw come out. I haven't watched that yet. Um, yeah, dude. I think that they're figuring out, I think the offensive line is starting to get there. It definitely makes me a little happy because the the defensive front was pretty good. Ole Miss has some pretty good players on their defensive line. Um, so yeah, I think that it was a great win. It was against a good team and a formidable foe on the offensive side. I think that again, the biggest thing that is going to be our Achilles heel is just allowing teams to get out to such large leads early on and
Yeah,
can't rely on shutting someone out I mean, you can see that in the stats, like we didn't shut them out in the second half. We shut them out in the fourth quarter. You start scoring some of those points in the fourth quarter, and that makes things a lot more uncomfortable, doesn't it?
yeah,
I would prefer to get some of those stops earlier in the game for sure. But shutting out a high-powered offense three times in a row, when the game was on the line, that tells me it's just another gritty performance from everyone. We've seen the come from behind components of the offense, and I guess to a certain extent, we're talking about some come from behind components for the defense as well. Um, just depending on how you look at it, right? So I think that
yeah,
this team is definitely not the blow the doors off everyone teams that we have kind of grown accustomed to. And I think that that's okay in the current 2025 state of college football, but because there's nobody, frankly, there's nobody. And I'll even go so far as to say that not even Ohio State is elite because Ohio State hasn't played anybody.
yeah,
Some of these teams that we're hearing about getting hype for, Heisman candidates and things like that, they haven't played anybody. I mean, Alabama, they've played some folks. Not really sure what the heck happened in the first game. I continue to ask questions about how the heck we lost to those guys, but um, it just is what it is. There's just no elite teams out there.
yeah,
There are teams that are growing into their CFP, earning their CFP, and I think Georgia is one of those teams. And if we can put a full game together, I think that that's where people are going to start to stand up and take notice.
yeah,
Hopefully, we can get that going hopefully, we can get that going against the next guys because I hate Florida.
yeah. I mean, I think the saving grace in this game was that the offense did put together a complete game. So I think we finally did see one from them. I mean, never punted. Um, that first drive, like, I mean, it stalled on. Honestly, that drive was killed on the offensive pass interference, which was like after Kobe Young got hurt, which hated to see. And I keep rewatching it. And it's like you can't see anything happen.
You don't even understand how it happened,
And
right?
like he got up like celebrating, like he did like a dice throw or like dice roll or
Mm-hmm.
something like that, like
Mm-hmm.
celebrating, and then he goes to the tent and then is out. So hate that. Speedy recovery. He's been so huge for this team. I know he'll continue to be like just leadership wise around the team and everything, but he's out, and so we've got Noah Thomas in for him. He gets called for a push off, which it definitely was. Which in the stadium, I got upset, and then Lily looked at me and was like, "Dad, he totally pushed off." I was like, "Okay, okay." It's pretty funny. And then I saw the replay. I was like, okay, Lily's right. It was far away from us. Um, but yeah, I mean, offense came to play the whole game, and shoot, man, Gunner 12 of 12 in the second half. I mean, that's just crazy. Um,
The
Absolutely
chef's
unbelievable.
kiss.
Yeah, yeah. So
Talk about Stetson Bennett type plays.
right, yeah,
Mr. Fourth Quarter.
yeah. I mean, and he did it all. He did it all. I know early in the game, I think we were like, pull it on the zone read, pull it on the zone read, and then like when he did and he scored, we're like, ah, we're just like so excited.
Oh
That was
my
a heck of a run
gosh.
too, man. That was
There were
awesome.
there were so many opportunities for him to pull it.
Yeah.
It's like going back in time and watching Jake Fromm.
Lily's two faves. Lily's two faves. Um, but yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the fourth quarter because like I don't know, I feel like multiple things were happening there. So a couple of things I guess I kind of want to focus on, primarily on the defensive side of the ball. Like Chambliss had looked so good in the game up to that point. And
Hmm.
then like he was unstoppable. Our defense couldn't stop anything. And then all of a sudden, three and out, three and out. Like back to back three and outs. Both of them we had huge like big pass breakups on third down. Dalen Everett had a big pass breakup on the first three and out. Demilo Jones had a big pass breakup on the second one. I mean, I feel like it's like our defense, I think, eventually got to him, but I also kind of feel like the environment got to him eventually. Like that, the stadium kind of like built up to a crescendo, whereas like the Alabama game, it was like unhinged. I mean, it's 8 o'clock game, right? Like it was unhinged right at the kickoff. Ole Miss, it got there by the end. Like by the end of the game, the crowd I think was as loud as it was against Alabama, especially like on that last fourth down play. Um, I think it got unhinged. So I don't know. I feel like it was a bit of a combination, and I think our defense fed off that too.
Yeah. I think was it Pat McAfee? Someone talked about how it was the loudest that they'd ever seen it.
Yeah, really.
Um yeah. Um uh, so here's where yes, everything you said is accurate. I wholeheartedly agree that the energy in the stadium as we kind of choked the life out of this game um was perfect. I mean they had they had three possessions in the fourth quarter. The three and out took 19 seconds to accomplish. The next play was uh three and out, and that took 56 seconds. And then they turned the ball over on downs. But at that point, we had already gone up by, 8 points or whatever.
Yeah, we were
And
paid.
so like the game was effectively over. Um, so they took 32 seconds. So like they barely touched the ball in the fourth quarter, like at all.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's you going back and you like I rattled off all those different, scoring drives that they had in the first three quarters. And in the fourth quarter, things changed completely.
yeah.
A couple of things that did change. We went cover zero on a lot of stuff. So basically, we just sent the kitchen sink at them. You had a couple of guys. Like the guy that blocked that like got his hand up to block the final pass. I don't even
Uh,
know that I had ever really heard his name before.
I know. I'm the same way. After the game, I was feeling like, man, I need to do a better job, like knowing our roster. I was dying laughing. Um, but like Josh Horton, and he's like a redshirt.
Horton.
He's a redshirt sophomore. He's a transfer from Miami though, so I guess maybe that's what's going on. Need to figure out
Okay.
how many years he's been here because I honestly I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I'll put glasses on it.
Yeah. I mean, we just had opportunities for guys to go out and make plays, and like maybe that's a sign. Just we have even if we haven't been able to get to the quarterback, like getting your hands up in those positions pays off, and I'm glad that it happened for a young guy, or at least a guy that's unsung, because that's kind of embodies everything about this team. Like this team is not like Jordan Davis is the anchor of the defense. N'Kobe Dean is the big guy from the linebacking core. You got George Pickens out there at wide receiver. Like
Yeah.
we've got some names, but like no one is just like completely dominating the stat lines and completely taking over games. It's a true team effort. Like everybody on this team, top to bottom, is playing well together.
Yeah.
Is kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
And so I think that the only thing that just scratches my head is like, why didn't we try some of this stuff earlier in the game? And maybe we did, and I'm not the X's and O's guys to like talk about that, but it feels as though we hadn't changed anything for 3 quarters, basically.
Yeah. Quick before I respond to that, Horton transferred from Miami this summer, so that makes me feel a little better about my lack of knowledge about me. Be like, who's this guy?
So we traded transfers. Is that what it is?
Yeah, yeah. We got it.
And a player to be named later.
Yeah, yeah. Got him in the Carson Beck trade. Um,
Yeah.
but I'm with you, and I guess that's my that's kind of my thing. Back to like we were talking about this yeah, after the Auburn game. It's like what I feel, and then when I look at things after the game. Although this one still like I mean 5 touchdown drives in a row, that is a lot. So that's not like the you look at the end of the game against Auburn and they only had 10 points. Like it's not
Yeah,
that
that's one of
you know.
those. That's 100% one of those things. If you had told me before the game that they were going to get 5 touchdowns in a row, I would
Oh
be
my
like,
gosh. Yeah.
what?
Yeah. How much do we lose by? Right?
Yeah.
Like, holy cow.
Right. Other than that, Miss Lincoln, how was the play?
Yeah. Yeah. This game was it was wild. It was unhinged. I don't know, man. But there were so many moments. Dude, okay, so another favorite moment, the cut, I don't even know what you call it. The cut, the stop and go that that Zach Branch had on the sideline where he just like
I
stopped.
mean, it's totally an NCAA college football move. Like
Yeah.
the stop on the dime and let them run past you and then just walk into the end zone kind of thing.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. There's a great like sequence of photos I think Brooks Austin took of the sideline when he did that. The look on all the coaches' faces on the sideline is like they're all like pointing and just like jaws dropping. You can see like Bryant Gant is like freaking out. It's awesome. It's really
He's
good.
always in there. He's always
He's,
in there.
he always finds a way on camera.
Damn way. That Joker
Uh,
is in the picture
uh,
frame.
so good. But dude, and then we pretty much got a death march. I mean, like the drive to kick the field goal. I mean, that chewed up a lot of clock. Um, my only gripe, we've had other gripes, but like that field goal could have really put the game away to go up 9 if we had just kicked the extra point. I I'm not an analytics guy. I'm very much like kick the extra point unless it's like right at the end of the game and you need to tie it, then go for 2. Um, but I guess the flip side of that coin is man, Cash Jones was wide open on that 2 point play. If you go watch it, holy cow! You mentioned Davin Bellamy earlier. I will say though, he actually made a good point about it. He's like, look, yes, Gunner missed Cash Jones on the 2 point conversion. However, the great thing about it is that you can see like the in-game coaching happening and seeing him learn from that mistake even in that game because the touchdown pass to Nate Frazier was a similar scenario where he's wide open in the flat and this time he looked there and made that throw, and Nate Frazier scores a touchdown. I thought that was a great point. I think is a good way to think about it.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, no, I mean, we could talk about a lot of other things about that game that, I mean, there were points that were left on the field
Yeah.
by the offense. Like we
Yep.
continue to somehow miss Oscar Delp deep.
Right.
I promise we're gonna hit that boring one of these times on a deep route, and it's gonna be magical.
Yeah.
Um, because I think if he catches that pass, he's gone.
Yeah,
Um,
that was like I think the second play of the game. I think
yeah, yeah. How about Bobo went back into his bag of tricks with the flea flicker as
flea
well.
flicker. Yep, that was nice. That was nice.
That was nice. I mean, I feel like at any moment we're gonna see a gunner line up under center and run a true play action pass and hold that ball on his hip
Mm,
and then turn around and just nail what was it? Was it
mm.
Terrence Edwards? I can't
Well,
remember who it was.
that was the first one that I remember. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The old
Yeah.
Ruski play.
The old Ruski play. Yeah.
uh,
At some point,
well,
he's gonna bust that out at some point, I feel like.
yeah, yeah. I guess this the special teams nugget. I don't know if you saw. I did see this from the press conferences on Monday. Monroe Freeling said that the way he's telling it is that he told Thorson like we don't need you today or something like that,
Oh man.
which is good.
I saw Thorson unfollow Gunnar Stockton on social media as well. Like he just blocked him and unfollowed him. He said,
So good.
"Now I know your true colors."
So good. Um, I was gonna say something that was really cool. That like that last the last drive took up a ton of clock, and we make the field goal to go up 8 points. Wasn't the best snap. And like Gunnar did a great job catching the snap and holding it and getting it ready for Woodring. It's pretty cool if you go watch the TV copy. Like Woodring like goes straight over to Gunnar, like thanking him like for getting the ball like placed in time for him to kick the field goal. I thought that was pretty cool. And then, dude, also on top of that, like Gunnar, I don't know, man. Like I love. It's funny hearing the players talk about like how different he is, like in the huddle, like field general type guy, and then like you hear him in the
Mm-hmm.
interviews, and he's like so soft spoken and everything. Because like
So soft spoken.
in the
Yeah.
post game, the sideline reporter was like, "It was a great job, getting the bad snap down for that field goal." He's like, "Oh, the snap wasn't that bad." It's like, it's so good. It's so good. I love it. Uh,
Staying
eh,
positive.
that's right. That's right. Uh, I don't know, man. I could ramble on about it forever, but it was a fun one. It was a fun one.
It's fun to root for a guy like Gunnar Stockton.
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
The vibes have been elevated out of the quarterback room is all I'm gonna say.
Mm, mm. I'm with you. I'm with you. Uh, let's see. But while it's on the top of my head, let's look at coaches over unders. Another funny thing was coach texted us, I think during like tailgating, to give us an early over unders because he counted the miscellaneous with the the how many people picked Georgia. And I think what did you say? You're like new anxiety unlocked, like real time stats on the over unders.
Yes. Yes.
That was good. Good times.
Like,
These are
bro,
the things we talk about on game day, people, by the way.
the recording never, the talking never stops. It just gets recorded every so often.
uh, yes, correct. Let's see. Okay, so we're now, dude, we're like dead even again on the over unders. So I went 500. I bested you by one. So yeah, back in the dead heat on the over unders for the season. But let's revel in the fact that we both, I mean, we picked all the same games, but because we knew we were right, we both went 5-0 in coaches pick'ems. So I feel like that's
Hmm.
something to be celebrated.
Yeah, it makes me want to maybe like go do some gambling, but not really.
Well, I will say, reminder, we're picking them straight up and not having to
Yeah,
deal with
we're
the spread.
picking him straight up. Exactly.
But that's not easy either, especially in college. Um, okay. Well, shout out, Coach. Great to see you as always, and Shelby. On Saturday, and I know we already told you, but we'll say again, happy birthday. It was Coach's birthday this week.
Yes.
Um, I did want to say, like, dude, shout out to Row 60, for like putting out the Stripe Sanford thing, and it actually happened. We didn't even talk about it on the podcast because I didn't think it was gonna happen. And then
It
school
wasn't
comes out.
official at that point.
It wasn't yet. It
I
was
mean,
not
that's
yet official, so we didn't talk about it. I think it was like the next day the school had the tweet up. we were in the we're in the end zone, so we all wore our Georgia white. Um,
Whites only.
it was hard to talk about and like not sound horrible.
Horrible.
Uh,
It's
yeah,
definitely some fun was had with
yeah, right. Don't talk about what section you're in because it does
with
not sound good.
section. Yeah, wait, what?
But I don't know. I mean, it was fun. I think my only like hindsight thing is like, oh man, like you had the people wearing black that were like in the sun the whole time. So I don't know. Probably would be better for a night game, I guess, if we were to do that again. I would
Yeah,
think.
not to mention that, but like then you also had the red pom poms at the black section. Well, the entire stadium had red pom poms.
Right.
So maybe let's color coordinate that, and it would help the overall aesthetic of what we're trying to go for.
Right.
On top of that, the student giveaway was white t-shirt.
Right. Right. I I did
No.
see that. I mean, yeah. I mean that's hard because like I'm sure that was scheduled
Yes,
weeks, if not a month
100%.
ahead. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And it was probably like someone like was in charge of it that wasn't really in charge of anything associated with the stripe out. And like, I don't know.
Even if they were, I'm sure
I'm
they're
sure
like,
there's layers and levels and like they
yeah,
can't really get out of it.
right. I'm sure it's like guys, we can't change it at this point. Like, sorry,
Yeah,
it is what it
yeah.
is. Yeah, I did see some funny things from like students. Like, well, I didn't care because I got a free T-shirt,
Yeah, I got a free t-shirt.
which totally would have been my stance as a student as well. So,
100%.
but yeah, man, I thought
It
I
looked
thought that was
great.
pretty
I thought it
cool.
was cool.
I thought
Yeah.
it was cool, like that a fan led thing happened. So yeah, again, shout out Row 60. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Dear administration, we did what you wanted. Now do what we want. Black jerseys at night.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I guess we just a couple other things. It was fun to spend the weekend. We got to spend the weekend at my parents' house. Good times were had. The TEC was enjoyed from Carol's Country Cupboard pregame again.
Lily got
Lily
to have some.
Lily got to have it. Um, Dude, that thing is so filling. Like I like didn't need to eat again. Like I ate lunch, but wasn't really hungry.
Yeah, it wasn't. I was like, I know that I need to eat something, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Although I totally forgot. When you and I were messaging about that, I told you that I didn't eat until after we got home. That's not true. At halftime, I had a double Chick-fil-A sandwich. I ordered two Chick-fil-A sandwiches and put the meats together and made a double Chick-fil-A sandwich. I don't know. I think I forgot to send that to you guys. I was like, this is so good.
That's great. That's great. I had barbecue at the tailgate, and so I didn't buy it. I
Where'd
didn't
you get the barbecue?
at Morris Hall.
Oh, wait, they had barbecue? I thought it was fried chicken.
There's both.
Oh, I missed the barbecue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's pulled pork. Um
Mm.
and then I just ate your popcorn that you bought at the game.
And Lily ate some too.
We were all eating it. Like Kim and Lily and I were like, "Ooh, popcorn."
It's so good.
uh, so yeah, that was fun. It was a fun time. It
Yeah,
was a fun weekend.
yeah. It
Sh-
was
Shout out to
we had
everyone
a blast.
at all the tailgates. I think we hit 3 tailgates on Saturday. Got a nice like fraternity mini reunion picture. Was fun.
That
Um,
was fun. Totally unexpected too. Like I did not have seen Walter on the radar.
yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Yeah, I didn't know they were coming until Patrick texted me like when we got on campus. So
On brand.
yeah, give us a heads up, guys.
Kisses.
Good stuff.
Let's talk about more on the game day experience, which they experienced as well. Was man, there was a lot of people there. There was a lot more Ole Miss fans out and about tailgating that than I was expecting. I was up there on Friday night.
Hmm.
Shout out Matt and Paige. Thanks for the hospitality. Um, the the fan sentiment out there was kind of interesting as well. Like just listening to everyone talking about um what they were doing and how they felt about the games. The Ole Miss people were not very, they were not confident in their team at all whatsoever. Like I don't think I encountered a single Ole Miss fan that was positive about their chances in the game, which I thought was interesting. But there's a lot of them out and about.
Yeah.
So the Friday night vibe on the night before, Creature Comforts, and at South, and then there's I can't even remember what it was called. There's someplace next to Paloma that has a big outdoor screen that I watched the game at, and then there's a ton of Ole Miss people at High Bar, which was kind of crazy too. But yeah, man, they were out and about. The Ole Miss people traveled for this one for sure.
Mm, mm.
But the vibes in the city and the game day vibes were great. Like, I mean, everything I mean, we even had a chandelier. We had a chandelier out at the tailgate at Morris Hall, which I thought was a nice touch. Because
Uh,
that's what they always talk about. We got chandeliers at our tailgate. Um, the attire, the women's attire was also kind of funny to see, like all the dresses and hats and all that stuff. So it was definitely a good tailgate experience.
I will say that was a hilarious thing in our house with the sitting in the indie section that was to wear white Georgia clothing. Lily and Kim were like, I don't have anything. Like, I don't have any Georgia gear that's white. Um, we were able to figure it out. It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
I think my mom
yeah,
my mom threw like wore a white shirt and threw a Georgia button on it. So hey, accessories
exactly.
make it work.
Throw
Make it work.
throw throw the accessories out there.
Uh,
It was fun. We had a great weekend. Shout
it
out
was
to Panda's famous bed and breakfast and Lou and Panda. Thank you for the hospitality as well.
it was great to have you. It was great to have you. And I think the other times you've stayed there, it's been just me or maybe just me and Lily. So got to hang out with our dogs, and they didn't totally freak out on you, which was good.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that reminds me. The story that you told about was it Munson growling,
Oh yeah.
recognizing that there was someone in the house?
Oh, it was Murray. It was Murray. Yeah, when
Murray. Okay.
you had gone for your pregame run, and then when we came upstairs, we were staying in the basement. When we came upstairs, Murray could like smell you, and so Murray was like sniffing everywhere. I was like, "Arr." It was hilarious. I was like, oh my gosh, like chill out. So I was kind of worried like when you got back, he was gonna like flip out on you. So thankfully he didn't.
No, he didn't. I I slipped them all snacks, so they were constantly looking for more food.
They found a sucker. They found a sucker.
Speaking of the pregame run, we did the sort of separate run. Um, Lou got his wood portion of the pregame run done. Pregame, looking for spots and stuff.
So true. So true.
So maybe that's the trick is that we need to get Lou to run your pregame.
You can get my dad to run up and down the deck in a certain spot and see if
Yeah,
there's a parking spot there.
there you go. There you go.
Too good. Too good. Hey, look, as like I said, the pregame run, it doesn't matter. The key now we know the key is just that we need to not do a pregame run, a pregame run. So as long as we don't
Yeah.
do that, everything's fine.
Yes. I did get mine in because I knew that there was going to be some TEC and I needed to burn some calories
Well, that was
somewhere.
yeah. The hindsight was that I just had the calories. Wasn't great. Wasn't great. It went down great. It tasted great, but yeah,
Amazing.
good
I
stuff.
tried to get I tried to replicate the TEC here in town locally for those of you that are familiar with Martin's. Um, Suboptimal.
Not is no Carol's Country Cupboard.
It ain't Carol's,
Dude,
that's for sure.
they don't have Zeke in the back, making that stuff up for us. So
They don't. They're not building it, they're not making it out of a 100-year-old building. Like, come
the lore, the lore. Dude, just wait until we do My God a podcast live from Carol's Country Cupboard.
on. Coming to you live. Dude, it was
uh,
packed. I thought we also found we're also getting better at our pregame and our game day better never rests situation. Call ahead
Yeah, yeah.
is
We
is the
learned our
thing.
lesson this time.
Yes.
Holy cow.
Uh,
All right. Well, yeah. On to the bye week. Um, week off. I think we had bounced around the idea of maybe doing another episode this week, but I think we're gonna lay low. Um, and then we'll be back to preview a game against the Gators and their new interim head coach.
that'll be interesting to, I mean, everything just goes out the window. So
Yeah,
anyway, yeah, well,
yeah.
we've got Florida on deck, and we're gonna FTMF all the way to Jacksonville.
Perfect. Love it.
Cool. Well, rest up, Jim. Make sure you go get some PT. Hop in that cold plunge and hot tub to soothe your sore muscles from the run that you didn't do this past weekend. And go dogs.
Go dogs.